What is up, you guys? It's Alliteration Gaming here with another super duper very special video for today, because today I am here to bring you some card reveals. Yes, that's right. Jasco has partnered up with Alliteration Gaming himself to go ahead and deliver you some more card reveals from Crimson Rampage as part of their support for content creators throughout the month to show off the rest of this awesome set. And today I'm going to be bringing you the rest of the kit of the Hero Killer Stain right here. So, if you've been following the reveals for a while now, and if you're a Stain fan in general, you probably already know what this guy does. So let's just get into him real quick, and then go over these brand new cards. So Stain is a 6-hander with 29 health. He's got the All, Evil, and Order symbols, and he has an Enhance to give your weapon attack a speed, and if it hits them, they're going to lose 1 additional health. And then he has a response to commit himself. After your rival checks a card, you give their check -3. They can fail it, and it won't end the combat phase. This ability is only playable if your rival has been hit by you this game, or has just taken damage in general, actually. So if they use anything that takes damage by an ability, this will still get to activate. So he's a very interesting character card, very powerful. He's really beefy. He's got some very strong symbols. The All symbol is going to be really insane for him to give him access to all of the cool weapons that are already in the game. But of course, he's going to be very survivable on his own kit as well. So let's get into the last few cards in the Hero Killer's kit. So first, we've got Double Blade Slash. This is a Fury weapon attack with stun 1. It has an Evil symbol only enhance. You can only use this enhance if your character has the Evil symbol. You don't have to be playing the Evil symbol, but you do have to have it on your character. So you can lose 1 health to give their check to block this -1. Given that this already comes in as a 5 mid, a 6 mid with Stain, this is like an extremely annoying poke attack. So again, this is like just a really good easy chip damage in them. It's got a +1 high block. It's only 3 damage, but it's gonna get in there. It's really 4 if you hit them with Stain and they lose 1 health, right? And I mean, who wants to block a 6 mid for 4 that you have -1 to the check to block on? And also, you can go ahead and put the punishment even on further by using that second enhance. If it's blocked, your next attack gains stun 1. So they're just gonna get further committed out. This is a really good opener for Stain, I feel, and it's gonna be really easy to turn on his if they've taken damage ability to start activating his response to start messing with their checks. So this is, despite being a common, I think this is a really nice deck. It is a 5 diff, which I think kind of balances out, but I don't know, I think this card still got more than enough going for it to where it could see play just as a really good opener, or just a really annoying just a really annoying poke. Like, I mean, anything that can poke really well in this game is quite strong. It's practically a throw at that point, and every throw is a 5 diff anyway, and it's even better if you're actually using it in Stain because you get more benefit off of it. So very cool card now. But here's what you guys are really wanting to see, right? Gee, Stain, Jasco lets you have 2 ultra rares? Right, yes, Stain himself is getting the set 1 Shoto Todoroki treatment, and he is getting a second ultra rare in this set. And what does this card do? This one's a doozy, guys. This is a 4 diff Fury weapon, and it has an enhance to pitch 2 momentum and give it 10 damage. Only playable if you've hit them this combat phase. So not the whole game like his response, but only this combat phase. But, I mean, what an ability, right? Coming in already at a 5 mid for 4 is extremely annoying. Like, again, 5 mid, 6 mid with Stain. It's the Eraserhead syndrome, right? These things are all going to be so fast. And when they randomly get really big with the abilities like this, it's going to be really crazy. And again, with these really strong, cheap openers that Stain has, and then the plus speed to them, like, it is really annoying to try and block this guy early on, because you have to keep in mind those big damage cards coming in later on. And like, worst case scenario, like, it's just a 4 diff that you toss out in the beginning, and it's a 6 mid for 4 with Stain. 6 mid for 4, hit them, they lose 1. 6 mid for 5 on a 4 diff. What a nice poke. And if they're vulnerable to it, you just get to throw this down. And I mean, this is going to have a lot of applications, and I think a lot of characters like Staff Strike decks are going to love this. Anyone that wants to play with weapons are going to love this. This coming in at like the end of a chain in like Jiro or something like that, gaining all its stats, and then just being 14 damage on top of it. Like, 2 momentum, don't get me wrong, is a very hefty cost, but Stain's whole kit and playstyle is around getting those pokes in, so I think it's going to be really easy to generate that kind of momentum in him. I think this is a bit more of a niche card, but I think it's a very, very powerful card that, like, the pure existence of and the pure placement of it in your deck is going to have to make them play a certain way around just the fear of this card coming in and potentially just like just gutting them for 14 or 15 with Stain, right? So really excited. We have to fix it's getting too crazy. We got to fix the Stain bandana. The hero killer energy out of this card is absolutely overflowing. I love this card so much. I think it's a very cool card. And then lastly, we have Stain's Final Foundation, which is Intimidating Presence. This is a 1-diff with a 5-check spam, and it says, while this is in your card pool, rival attacks get -1 speed. That is very cool. Don't open with a mid against any of these symbols, especially if you know that this card is in the deck. Don't open with a mid, or they're going to get to perfect block you and then say the rest of your attacks suck a little more, man. Like, basically this card just kind of says it doesn't count towards progressive when you're blocking with it, basically, because everything now has -1 speed. Potentially including this attack itself. I'm not sure how the interaction on that is going to go, because like you would go to block with it, it goes in the card pool, but then does it actually count as being there to affect the ability before you pass the check? I'm not sure on that one, but it will certainly affect the later attacks in their chain. And it has a response to flip when when your rival readies one or more foundations due to their effect, you get to flip one of them. So there's not like an insane amount of foundation readying in the game, but stuff like requesting assistance and unwavering slash is going to be very annoyed by this card for sure, especially because you generally want to ready really good e-commit foundations with those, or just foundations you want up in general, and just having this on hand like just as a random spam is just really strong. And then potentially the biggest benefit of this card right there is that trait, that little trait right there, weapon. This is finally another weapon foundation is in the game. The Momo fans will be rejoicing. The Momo fans will be absolutely rejoicing that they finally have another weapon foundation. This is so good for that character, for that deck as a whole, and they're really going to appreciate that. So this is a very nice spam that's really going to make your rival have to kind of think twice about, readying stuff that they want, because, and I mean, that's kind of Stain's whole, like, kind of the whole point of his kit, right? They've really replicated like his freezing the opponent by making your rival have to play so awkwardly and so carefully, always having to be afraid of him messing with your check, always having to be afraid of him, getting that poke in, getting his momentum, getting the touch shoot, you lose more health, everything's getting so fast. Like, it really puts the pressure on, and I think it's such a cool replication of Stain's quirk and his whole fighting style from the series. So guys, that's my thoughts on these 3 cards. I think these 3 cards are all really cool. I think these will all have some places and some builds rather not. But of course, Stain being the main one here, Stain really is gonna play his entire kit like a champ. I'm gonna be really hard pressed to just not put all the Stain cards in a Stain deck, because I feel like his kit is designed so well towards him and geared towards him so well. But again, as of the really broad card design in this game is going to really give leeway to these cards benefiting all kinds of other decks. Again, Momo with this new weapon foundation is gonna is literally to the moon right now. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be my thoughts overall on these cards, how they interact with other characters, and how they interact with Stain themselves, or with Stain himself. And I want to give a huge shout out to Jasco, man. I've played so many card games in my life, and never have I had like a company so communicative and so supportive of its player base, of its fan base, and of its content creators, no matter how big or how small. And I think it's so cool that they're partnering up with us to do these kind of cool card reveals, and I can't wait to see what else they have in store for us, and I just can't wait to see more of Crimson Rampage. This set is so exciting and so hype, and I just can't wait to see more of it, especially more reveals by myself and all of our fellow content creators. So thanks you guys for watching. Thanks to Jasco for this opportunity, for this blessing to show you guys the rest of Stain's kit, and I'll see you on the next one.